That's stupid. People don't really understand, and I'm just going to blow this one up a little bit. Composites in the spirit world. A composite is when you take two things that are different substances, you put them together. So let's say I take a plastic and a metal, and I go into a chem lab, and I make a composite out of plastic and metal. Like, well, they're different, but I composite them. So you have a lot of this in the spirit world. Uninformed deliverance ministry will assume that everything's a demon. They're going to sit in front of someone, anything that manifests, the eye twitches, the body moves, the shake, like that right there is a demon. And they're going to be like, get out in the name of Jesus. That's stupid. The reality is that there's a lot of things that go on in the spirit world. And this can even, we can even connect some of this to like the Nephilim agenda and pre-Adamic conversations, because I promise you we can go as deep as you want. But there are composites. And what happened is, let's say you have a person who has a piece of their soul that's been shattered as a result of trauma that they've been through. And that shattered piece of the soul has been taken by a demon and wrapped around them. You wouldn't be able to see that looking at the person in the physical, but what manifests to the front under some circumstance may actually be a demonic entity wrapped in human fabric of soul essence. So what happens is you say, all right, demon of lust or whatever it is, get out in the name of Jesus. But that is actually wrapped in a piece of, and I can explain soul fragmentation in a second, a piece of soul that's actually belonging to the person. And because it belongs to the person, it's an anchor of humanity for the demonic that's sitting in this composite entity. So you could yell at that thing for 60 minutes. It's not going to leave. Well, living water has similar properties. And so when you use it in the spirit world, it'll pull the demonic and the humanity apart. And the person, when we do some of these processes, will actually see some kind of like nasty pig looking demon thing. And they'll see a 4-year-old come out in the box of living water. I'll remove the 4-year-old from that box of living water, and I'll send that nasty demon thing packing. 60-minute deliverance has become 30 seconds in the name of Jesus.
Wow.
Easy. Again, that's just one simple example of informed deliverance. There's a lot more going on in the spirit world. I think that deliverance ministry has not caught up to the level of complexity that is present. There's a lot going on in the spirit world at this time, and the church is about ready for a big upgrade.